Hey guys, I'm Bonefoot. This year I've been spending a lot of time building Moomin houses out of LEGO. This one here is my latest and greatest, and I'm here to give you a tour of it. I'm also happy to announce this build is currently up on LEGO Ideas, so if you'd like to see an official Moominhouse LEGO set happen, follow the link in the description. 10,000 supporters will get it in front of the LEGO review board. Me and Freddy really appreciate any and all support. Thank you. The whole house, inside and out, is based on how the Moomin house looks in the 1990s Moomin anime, Tanoshi Moomin Ikka. It consists of 4 modules. The first floor, the second floor, the third floor, and the roof. And the roof also has a detachable top, so you can access Moomin's bedroom. Let's start the tour with the exterior. It was a bit challenging to determine what the Moomin house is actually supposed to look like, because basically every time you see it in the anime it looks a little different. The proportions change, the positions and the number of windows change, and other little details change. After some trial and error and making sure it's big enough to fit all the rooms inside, I ended up with this design and I'm really happy with it. I think it's spot on. Let's take a closer look from the bottom up. Here are the 2 main entrances of the house. The front door, and the side door with the big porch. The porch has 2 flower beds in the front and a chair and a table on it, just like in the show. And going around to the other side of the house, we see the cellar entrance. It's a bit different here compared to my LEGO Ideas submission, because some of the parts I used in the submission have never been produced in those specific colors. You're allowed to use new colors in LEGO Ideas, so there are some small differences like that between my submission and this physical build, and I'll point them out as we see them. Here the door is obviously a different color, and I had to use some different parts for the slopes to get them in the right color. Let's turn the house around and say hello to Freddy. Now let's check out the backyard. Ready? Here we have the back door leading into the kitchen. It's a little dark in there. And then we have, oh jeez. We have the woodshed with some firewood in it. An axe on the side. And then we have a tree stump, so Moomin Papa can chop some wood. Back to the front. Going up, you might notice the color of the windows is different from my official submission. They're supposed to be tan colored, but once again that's a color that LEGO has never produced before, so I used white for my physical build. On the right side, above the porch, we see the ladder going up to the window entrance to Moomin's bedroom. And other than the window, on the roof there's the chimney and this center decorative pole thing. Moving on to the interior, let's start with the first floor. The house isn't large enough to fit every piece of furniture and detail seen in the anime, so for each room I prioritized the most essential and recognizable features and tried to fit as many of them as possible without cluttering up the rooms too much. And another decision I had to make was which rooms I wanted to have accurate wall color. And any neighboring rooms would just have to deal with that color as well, because I couldn't make double white walls. And in every room, the outer walls had to be the blue exterior color. But anyways, both of the main entrances of the house lead into the living room, which makes an appearance in pretty much every episode of the anime. There's the green rug, the table with the pink tablecloth, and a couple of chairs, a candle on top. Then there's the fireplace, a little side table with a flower pot on it, the stairs with the handrail going up to the second floor. And as a little reference to the very first episode of the anime, there's the Hobgoblin's hat that they used as a garbage can. Going through this door, we get into the dining room. Here we of course have the dining table with a couple of food items on it, and a chair. If you go through that open entrance, you get to the kitchen. There we have a barrel, a kitchen stove with an oven, a shelf on the wall with a jar and a bottle, and a sink. And if I open this window, we get a better look. On the table, we have a pumpkin, as a reference to the episode where Moomin Mama is growing pumpkins. Going back into the living room, this other door leads into a room that I'm pretty sure is only ever shown in one single episode of the anime, and it's revealed to be a storage room full of all kinds of random stuff. So I picked out a few things from the room to include in my LEGO build. This small table with a blue and pink lamp on top of it. This table with a mirror attached to it. The chest, and the shelf on the wall with a lantern on it. Then let's close the doors and climb the stairs to the second floor. In the middle is of course the stairwell, with stairs going down to the first floor and up to the third floor. There are candles on the walls for lighting, and then there's this small side table. In my official submission there's a white water top on it, just like in the anime, but that's another piece that doesn't exist in that color, so I just replaced it with a white mug in the physical build. Why not? The second floor mostly has bedrooms. Right as you come up from the first floor, on your left, there's the guest bedroom, which is shown in the anime 2 or 3 times. But most notably that one time the witch got hurt and the Moomins let her stay and heal there. Which is why I decided to put the witch's broom in here. Other than that, we have the bed, the side table with the lantern on it, the flower painting, the chair beside the bed, and the wall cabinet. Opposite to the guest bedroom, we have the kids' bedroom. Snork Maiden, Little Mai, and Sniff usually sleep here when they stay overnight. I didn't have much room for anything else after putting in the essential bunk bed. But I did sneak in a reference to the episode where Thingumi and Bob visit the Moomin house and they stay in this room with their mysterious briefcase. Oh, and of course there's the wide window with the raised floor in front of it. The second room on this side of the floor is Moomin Mama and Moomin Papa's bedroom. This door is red in the official submission. In here we have their individual beds and a table with cabinets and a mirror. And lastly, there's a reference on the wall to the episode where Moomin Papa accidentally won a photograph contest and his photo was printed on the newspaper. Opposite to their bedroom is a room that I'm fairly certain is never shown in the anime. You see the door but never what's inside. There's not a lot of room, so I made it into a small storage room and put a few references in there. There's the genie's lamp Moomin and Snork Maiden found on the beach, and next to it is the king's ruby that the hobgoblin was searching for. And on the wall is just a painting of an apple. And that's it for the second floor. So let's head up to the third floor. Immediately on your left when coming up from the second floor is another guest bedroom, and I'm pretty sure it's only ever shown for about 10 seconds in one single episode of the anime when the prima donna and her horse stayed there. I put in the dark blue rug, the white bed, one cabinet with a mirror, and on the wall is a painting of a ship. And opposite to the guest bedroom are the stairs going up to Moomin's bedroom. Next to that we have Moomin Papa's office. There we have the brown rug, his chair and writing table where he writes his memoirs. On the table we have a lantern and the letter from Aunt Jane announcing her upcoming visit. On the right we have a fireplace, and on the left we have a cabinet slash bookcase. Further down the stairwell on both sides are two rooms I'm pretty sure were also never shown in the anime. The one next to Moomin Papa's office is tiny, so I made it into a cleaning closet with a mop and a bucket. The one opposite to that I made into a jam storage. They gotta have lots of jars of jam for when Mr. Brisk comes over and demands to have some. And then we go up the final sets of stairs to Moomin's bedroom inside the roof. And here we have another cameo by Freddy, and Moomin's bed and a side table with a candle. And here we have his table and chair. And on the table we have another reference. This time to the episode where Moomin finds the last dragon in the world and brings it up to his room in a clear jar with an orange cap. And on the walls we have a small cabinet above the table and the treasure map given to the Moomins by the prospector. And lastly, of course, there's the window that doubles as another exit to the outside. And there we have it. We've looked at every nook and cranny of my LEGO Moominhouse. It took months of hard work to make and I'm very proud of how it turned out. I will be happily displaying it in my apartment for all of eternity. I think it's 100 times better and more accurate than my first iteration, and I was just barely able to keep it under 3000 LEGO pieces so it could qualify for LEGO ideas. I hope you guys think I did the iconic Moominhouse justice with this build and deem it worthy of your support. The link is in the description, and if you want to help further, please share the LEGO Ideas page with any Moomin fans you know. We have 60 days to get to 100 supporters, which will then extend the timer by a full year, so we can continue building the supporter count all the way up to 10,000. If we manage to beat the odds and reach 10,000 supporters, the Moominhouse will then go in front of the LEGO review board, who will make the final decision whether or not they will make it into an official LEGO set. They look at many different factors, including the model itself, the concept provided via the pictures and the description, how well it fits the LEGO brand, and what the potential audience for the product is based on supporter survey data and LEGO's own market analysis. Of the over 260 LEGO Ideas projects that have reached 10,000 supporters, only about 30 were approved by the LEGO review board and made into official LEGO sets, like this treehouse. So the probability of getting your build made into an official LEGO set is very unlikely, but I'm not letting that deter me. I'm gonna give it my best shot. I have a few different plans of attack to get the project in front of as many Moomin fans as possible, including producing more Moomin related content on my YouTube channel, which should be a lot of fun. I hope together we can make an amazing LEGO plus Moomins collaboration a reality. Thanks for watching.